Good to have you back on our PGA Tour coverage right here on 2K. We're picking up the action at the 9th. Let's get into it. Time for the 5th shot. He's currently tied for the lead. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Looking really good. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. Always love a new beginning. Here we are at the opening hole of the back 9, the 10th.
It is. It cambers pretty good from left to right, so most players are going to take something less than driver, probably a 3-wood or a 5-wood, and try and hit a draw into that bank to slow the golf ball down. You find the fairway, the green sits slightly above you, but the difficult part about it is it's got 3 different sections, a front, a back left, and a back right. You got to get your second shot spot on to have the best opportunity for birdie.
Good shot there, Beamer. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
He's setting up here from about 115 yards.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. That might be one club too many. Sitting at 7 under in second place. Ooh, that almost went down. Putting for a par now. Well hold. Trailing by. Pegging it up on the 11th hole.
Back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
18-footer here is what he's facing. Solid little par putt here.
In she goes. Let's head to the next. Next up is this 2-shot hole.
This 12th hole is probably one of the toughest tee shots players will face out here. They know they have to hit a good tee shot, a long tee shot, to have any chance or hope of making birdie here. You miss it a little bit out to the right. The rough over there is horrific. If you do find the fairway, though, you got a green that tilts from back right to front left, making the second shot so much more imperative to not get it above the hole. Second shot, leave below the hole at all costs.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Looks like this one's going to the beach. Wow, what happened there?
Not taking enough club.
This would be a great up and down. I'm pretty sure he'll be happy to be back on the green. If he makes this, he'll save his par. Good putt, that. Is currently sitting in second. This hole is a long par 5.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. this third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
That was wonderfully done. Playing to an elevated green here. Let's see if they've got the right club. Well, now you just got to pray for a good lie, because that one's heading towards the sand. Not able to find the green in two, but a bold play.
It was going to take a mighty wallop to get there, but in a good position.
Oh, that was pure silk. Well done. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly.
Little birdie look in here.
Didn't quite judge the speed on that one. And that's all she wrote. Currently 6 under for the event. Time to face a par 4. Okay, let's get those two important things back. Timing and tempo. Henny, what does that lie look like?
Oh, no. This is nasty. Just no.
Opting for the 5-iron. It didn't look to hit that one quite so flush.
You come out of the rough, your distance control gets off.
Great touch. Really nicely played.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Yeah, good job. Nice par. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
Straight back up into the breeze. Going to be a tough one.
That's really not what they were looking for.
Getting ready to play their third. 4 strokes off the lead. Attaboy, good shot. Big putt for par coming up. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Teeing off here on the 16th hole.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult 2-putt to say the least.
Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. Yeah, nicely holed. That's a good fight back.
Nice up and down there. Not a very difficult bunker shot, but nice to get it up and down nonetheless.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Here we have a long par 4. It's going to take 2 great shots to get on.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. He's currently in the second position. Now take the stroll to the final tee of this round.
Yeah, that's just not going to work for him.
It's a decent fairway to hit this one. Not sure if they'll find it though.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
This putt for par here. And that will do it for this player today. And at the conclusion of this round, he finishes in second.
Same, Luke. Enjoyed the day. Looking forward to tomorrow.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. I'm Luke Elvey, here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, this next golfer starts their round. What do you think about their chances?
Luke, currently in second place, heading to the final round. Not a bad place to be, but let's face it, these guys aren't playing for second place, are they? They've got their eye on the prize. They want to finish number one, so they're going to have a good final round to make that happen.
I'm looking forward to today, that's for sure.
Feeling strong, going for less club.
That's inside the house of opportunity. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. That's a great attempt from long range. So close. And that's an opening hole par for this player.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4. That's the kind of strike that's going to make them come back every day of the week. The power play, you got to love it.
Oh, loving seeing that aggressive play there, Luke. Great drive.
Get in the hole. What a putt to make. Well done. Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Currently 8 under for the tournament. Well, they should be high on confidence stepping onto the tee now after that eagle at the last.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
Putting for birdie. That's frustrating. And that should secure the par on this one. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Let's see what happens. Fourth.
Nice tee shot here. A little bit more room to the right than the players really feel like there is. However, that also brings a rough on the right-hand side into play, and you don't want to be there, especially with this green that's set right back against the canyon. It's a difficult second shot, almost an infinite edge pool look, if you will. You really have to bear down and make sure you have a good idea of your distance control on your second shot. This one headed left.
And that was a bit of a misfire.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
Well, that's a beautiful bunker shot there. And a par putt awaits him. The putt drops, and we're moving on. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. It's time to step onto the tee here at the 5th.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Our wind's just going to knock the ball down. It's straight at the back.
This would be a great up and down. And here we are with their 4th. Just one shot back now. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
This will be a good bogey.
Just 2 shots back after that hole. Welcome to this par 5 hole.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
1 win is good, but 2 wins would be great. Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
That's disappointing. This putt coming up is for birdie. And that's a great way to forget about that bogey on the last. And that will take him to 8 under. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the barranca and the canyons come into play.
Yeah, that'll work. That's fine.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
Oh, you like me and thought that had a chance? And this putt coming up for his par. Currently 8 under overall. Let's see what happens here at the 8th. Going with the 7. This one needs to kick left. Wow, that looked pretty good the whole way. Well, this would be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. No, that's too bad. 6 feet remaining to the cup.
These are on rails, looking good.
That's well holed. He's currently just in 2nd place. Ooh, bold play here. Going with the chief off the tee.
I think the challenging part about it, Luke, is it's just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight 2nd shot, and a straight 3rd shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting 3rd shot.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Wind starting to get up, but it's helping, which is nice.
Going with the 3-iron. It looked a little wayward.
Nicely done.
This putt to get to double digits under the card. Okay, steady now. 8 feet to the cup.
This is looking solid, what they wanted.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. Okay, it's time to make the turn and a good time to reflect on the action so far. Rich?
Well, Luke, it's been fun watching this player duke it out with their rival, that's for sure. They're winning the rivalry thus far. Should be fun to see where these two end up at the end of the event.
That's a nice looking tee shot, that one. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's got roughly 105 yards here.
Yeah, quality shot, that.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
Ooh. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Teeing off here at the 11th.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
A birdie putt awaits. Oh, just missed. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here.
This is about as tough a hole as you're going to find anywhere on the planet. Prevailing wind coming right back into the players. You just have to step up and hit a solid tee shot to find the fairway. From there, you're going in with a mid to long iron, sometimes even a hybrid, to a green that sits just above you. Not a ton of movement, but enough from back right to front left to make you think.
Playing their fourth shot. He's 2 shots back. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 5.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
And he's down there.
They can't quite see the green here, Luke, because it's elevated. It's much higher. They're definitely going to have to club up.
Sitting at 8 under, just behind the leader. Setting up here with a very long putt.
An important par save.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Just can't seem to get off the bogey train here, Rich.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it. Not
14th hole. Lovely effort, that. Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
Yeah, he's looking at maybe a little over 130 to the pin.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Oh, come on, sit. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it.
already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
Get excited. This could go in. Well, that'll play. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead.
Managing to chase leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
That should find the fairway. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Yeah, this breeze just starting to get up now on the course, and it's directly into the face. Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it though. Let's see.
Left yourself an opportunity. And he's down there. You got a read?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
4 feet to the cup.
Nice little par putt here.
And this one will be for bogey. And now -7 for the event. Ooh, we're at the par 3 here. I love these holes.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult 2-putt to say the least.
Opting for the 3-iron here. You're going to put your foot down. This is as good a time as any. Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
Oh, that's the hands of a surgeon. Lovely touch.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Here we are at the 17th tee.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front, mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 23 feet from the cup.
Oh, so close. Putting for a bogey. That will work. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. And now striding to the final tee of this round. Sitting at -6, currently second place. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Using the big muscles to get it home in two there.
Chance to shoot under par here. Make this for 70. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? It's just about 3 feet away. And that'll wrap things up for him here at this tournament. Well, at the end of the day, there's no W in the event, but does that really matter when you come up against a player of the calibre of Brooke Henderson and beat her, Henny?
No, not at all, Luke. You have just beat a multiple major champion. Nothing matters anymore. Not your mum, not your dad, not your dog or your cat. Nothing matters. Not many people can boast about that. So, a great result overall and something to be celebrated.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey Luke and Rich, I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round, and I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
Rich, how do you see it?
Colin absolutely wears you out with every facet of his game. However, the putter can sometimes let him down, and that's where his opponent can jump all over it by making some key putts at some key times.
Yes, he's got all the tools, doesn't he? And he's also got a veteran mind on a young man's body. The complete package. It's going to be a tall order, as you suggest. We'll look forward to seeing how this one plays out. Let's see what kind of tone he sets for himself today. Second shot here on the first. He'll have to work extra hard to get out of this one.
They'll have to get their best bunker technique out here because this is nasty.
Ah, that's a tad unlucky. They could have got out. Time now for the fourth shot. This is their fifth shot. Oh, I thought that one was going in. So a disappointing double to begin their round there.
Well, the only good thing about that is it wasn't a triple bogey.
And as we head to the second tee, the first of the par fives, and as we talked about, you've got to get off to a great start at Pebble Beach.
Absolutely, a par 5 that almost every player should be able to reach into. Just avoid the bunkers right and left, and you're going to have a clean shot into a very narrow green.
That's heading into the rough, I think. And here we are with the third shot. No green in red, but a chance to save their par. Yeah, magical shot out of the bunker, that one. And he needs this to save par. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. Not quite the shot he was wanting. Time for the second shot into the third. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Didn't that look good for a long time? He has this putt to save his par. Sitting at 2 over for the day. Rich, we get our first look at the beach here at Pebble Beach. This fourth is a short one, but beguiling.
It is just around the 325-yard mark. Most players tend to lay up and just have a wedge for their second. However, the big sticks, they can go ahead and take a rip at it, but beware, the beach lurks closely down the right-hand side.
Well struck. Chance to change his fortunes on the green. This would be a good one to make.
This putt to tie Colin Morikawa.
It was on a good line. Putting for bogey here. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. A little slide happening here on the leaderboard. See if he can bounce back. The fifth hole, Rich, the first of the par threes. Much to it?
There is. This green is tiny. It's minuscule. And you have what over to the right-hand side? Oh, yes, the Pacific Ocean. No, thank you. A par 3 here is an excellent score.
Just 3 feet to go to the hole. Don't miss this. They can be costly.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
And that's a master stroke. It not only improves their position in the field, but they're now ahead of their rival. Trailing by 4 strokes. The sixth hole here, Rich, at Pebble Beach, is a tale of two halves, isn't it? A strong tee shot down the hill towards the ocean, and then the second, the approach shot back up the hill.
There's no doubt about it, Luke. This is just a spectacular par 5. The beauty of it, though, is that you can mess it up in a hurry. This is a very difficult par 5. Don't make any bones about it.
Well, that was a good strike. Getting ready to play their third. 4 shots behind our leader. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 21 feet from the cup. This for a birdie run.
Come on, don't be shy.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. We head across to the par 3 7th. We always talk about it in golf. It doesn't need to be a long one to be a great one.
Luke, this could be one of the most picturesque par 3s in all of golf. Who says great par 3s need to be more than 150 yards? Not a single one of them. I love this hole.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. A chance to save the par if he can make this one.
This one's tracking.
Nice little putt to hole, that one. Now 4 back after that hole. Well, after the beauty of the 7th, we go to the beast that is the 8th. Is there a tougher 2-shotter on the property?
Not to my knowledge, no. At just around 425 yards, you're going to lay up to the end of the fairway. No driver needed. But the second shot is where it gets difficult. Downhill, a very small green. You knock it on here in 2, and you've done well.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
They've chosen to club down here. They have absolutely flushed that one. Colin Morikawa, he was meant to be the original and best approach player, but I think we have a new sheriff in town.
He's in a sheriff 10th position. Pebble Beach has a terrific stretch of par 4 starting from the 8th right through to the end of the 11th. Let's take a look at the 9th.
This is an interesting hole because it wants to make you aim left, but there's a bunker there that you need to avoid. Funny enough, there's a lot more room out to the right than what you can see off the tee. A very strong par 4 to finish the front 9.
Oh, well played. And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place. Ouch, that hurts. An opportunity to make a par here. So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
And as we continue alongside the beach, the coastline here, it is a spectacular scene, the 10th, isn't it?
It certainly is. I don't know if I love any hole more at Pebble Beach than this one right here. You want to aim down the left-hand side, but avoid those big bunkers. And from there, You want to try and land it short of the green and bounce it on. Anything landing on the green, though, could go shooting over the green and into a nasty spot.
Henny, how bad is this lie?
Yeah, this ball's sitting up perfect. He's going to have a great lie.
Yeah, that one will play. Oh, this would be a good putt to make to move into the top 5. That's frustrating. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
On a nice line.
Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well holed. So no movement there. He stays at even with the card.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Oh, well done. Time for the second shot at the 11th. This one looks to be heading towards the green. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. Always nice to have a birdie putt. It's on a great line. You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. I will take that also into the top 5 now. He finds himself currently tied for 5th.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
The first of the back 9 par 3s is the 12th.
And this is a mean one. Not going to lie. It's mean. It's right around 185 yards, but the green, once again, very tiny. You come up short in that deep bunker, you're bound to make a 4.
Well, sometimes in the game, it gives you good breaks, and then you get bad ones. Unfortunately, this one's a bad one. And here we are with the third shot. 3 shots off the lead. Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet. That one goes down for bogey. And unfortunately dropping back to level with the card.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
Rich, let's head to the 13th tee at Pebble Beach, shall we? And what's the decision off the tee?
Aim it right, just shy of those bunkers down the right-hand side, and you've got a mid-iron for your second shot back up the hill. Again, a green that pitches severely from back to front as well as right to left.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one.
Judging it beautifully.
And down it goes. Let's head to the next. As we head to the 14th, I know the 18th gets all the attention here at Pebble Beach, but this is a strong par 5.
Oh, this is a good one. I love this par 5. Just hit it just down the left-hand side. You can't reach the far bunkers down the left. Lay up with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood, but watch out. This third shot gets awfully tricky.
Even for the day, in a share of 9th position. You like that, didn't you? What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm. This really looks good.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And with it, he moves to 1 under par. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. Before we head back to the ocean, Rich, the 15th.
Hitting it anywhere down the left-hand side off the tee will find one of those deep bunkers, so you need to avoid those. Hit it out to the right, which will leave a great second shot into this green.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Oh, the breeze has just got up. You see where the flags are flickering, and it's straight back up into this player.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
This putt for inside the top 5 on the leaderboard. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round.
2 in a row there, Luke. Getting their groove on.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Rich, the 16th, not a long par 4, but really requires some accuracy on approach.
It does. Lay up to the top of the hill, and you can look down on this green, which pitches severely from right to left. Just a wonderful short par 4.
Well, this is not a good outcome. Buried in the deep stuff.
No, this is like hitting it into a head of cabbage. I mean, it literally is just awful.
That's a bit out of shape. Getting ready to play their third. Just 3 strokes back. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
He'll be happy to hold this. 21 foot. This is huge for momentum. Gotta try and hold this. This for par.
That was a gallant attempt. And this one is for bogey. Currently 1 under for the day. Let's head to 7. One of the most famous par 3s in all of golf, Rich.
Yes, just over 175 yards on the cart. It's a tale of 2 greens. When the pin is up front right, it's a birdie opportunity. Back left, find the green, make your 3, and sprint to the 18th tee box.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Okay, not the best result, but a chance to get up and down.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
Okay, step 1 complete, out of the bunker. Now let's go make a putt. Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here. And the putt will go. What a great display of resilience on this hole.
Nicely done. Well fought hole right there. Bunkered off the tee, but makes that nice par save.
Well, Rich, as we find our way to the 18th tee, few holes in golf capture the imagination more than the finishing hole here at Pebble Beach.
So much history on this hole. Aim it at the trees right in the center and hope you don't get unlucky and get underneath one of them. From there, it's going to be a layup out to the right and just a short 3rd shot. What a wonderful, wonderful finishing hole.
They've decided to club up.
A chance to get to 3 under with this putt. Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Downhill putt there, Luke. Just misjudged the pace there. Didn't want to be too bold with it.
And with that, this round comes to a close. And as this round comes to a close, he finds himself in a sheriff 4th spot. On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this second round act.